for choosing Chain Link Theater. We invite you to sit back and relax in the comfort of your car, or gym, or wherever you are. Please remember that talking is permitted during the feature, as that is literally the entire point of the show. So please, turn up your cell phones, grab your own snack, and hold on to your butts! Your feature presentation begins now!
Welcome back to Chain Link Theater, the show where every movie leads us to the next, one actor at a time. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Kyle.
And today we're linking from Big Trouble into Clerks II, thanks to our next link in the chain, Earl, Banky, Jason Lee.
Jason Lee.
Jason Lee.
I love Jason Lee.
Me too.
I like him in
He's in Raising Hope, isn't he, for a little bit?
Probably.
Yeah.
That show loves themselves some. My Name is Earl. Is not the same creator?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It is. Oh, yeah. What did I say? Raising Hope?
Yeah.
It's late.
Did you not mean Raising Hope?
No, I 100% did.
Oh,
I just
okay.
had no idea what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 Ethan Suplee's in both of those too.
He is.
I love Ethan Suplee too.
I do.
Jason Lee.
Ethan Suplee was in this movie.
That's true too. Kevin Smith works with a lot of the same guys over and over.
Yep.
Jason Lee is a man who was born April 25th of 1970 in Santa Ana, California, and apparently, I also didn't know this, achieved fame as a skateboarder.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, started a skateboarding company and then eventually worked with Tony Hawk in some fundraisers and was in Tony Hawk's Project 8.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
that is just as interesting facts. You guys would know him from a ton of Kevin Smith movies and My Name is Earl.
Right.
And Big Trouble from last week.
Big Trouble. And
He's
he's
Puggy.
Syndrome in The Incredibles.
Apparently he's Syndrome, yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Did not know that. I like watching him act. I think he's a funny guy. I think this role is way different than Puggy.
It is.
Yeah.
He's a completely douchebaggy guy.
Yeah.
So.
Good for him.
But I like it.
What a
I think he
convincing
does a
douchebag.
great job. He is a
Yeah.
convincing douchebag.
I love him as Banky.
I do too.
We got to figure out how to get
This
them all
guy
ads
wasn't
one day.
Banky, though. What was his name in Clerks?
In Clerks,
In
Lance Dowds.
Yeah, Lance. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made up character.
Well, he's a douchebag.
Like every
like
person in
everyone
every
the
movie ever.
Yeah. So, thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome. Do you have any other history with Jason Lee?
No, like him. I don't. He's one of those. Now that we've gone through his like thing, I don't know why I know who he is. Because
Kevin Smith movies.
Probably, but I knew
Yeah.
who he was before you. I feel like
Kevin Smith made movies before we met.
I didn't.
You
watch
told me
them.
that you watched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I know. I did all the time.
Which I actually don't think he's in.
I don't think he's in that one either. But yeah, that's what's weird is I never watch any Kevin Smith movies, but I always watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back on Comedy Central back in the day.
That makes
Why?
no sense. You have no context for that. It's
No.
a good movie.
Will Ferrell's in it, and there was a monkey in it, and I was like,
Ben Affleck's in it.
I'm watching this, I guess.
I guess. It's funny.
I mean, yeah, it is funny. It's
And
not
it's meta.
one of my favorites anymore.
No. Well, we haven't seen it in
Years.
years.
Yeah.
A decade plus, probably.
Yeah.
So, what else you got?
Ain't shit.
Do you have any history with Clerks 2?
Not until you.
Actually, we have some interesting history with Clerks 2 personally because we think that that's the first time we ever saw each other, possibly.
Probably. Yeah.
Because we were there opening night at the same movie theater,
Yeah.
which was a year before we met.
My sister's husband used to be the manager at our local movie theater.
Yeah.
And so when she started dating him, Jacob and I would like at least a few times a month, two times a month or so, go do opening nights. Cause it was back in the day. So it was Thursday at midnight where they would do the pre-screening to make sure the film worked or whatever. And so you could get in for free if you knew someone. And so we would go at midnight on a Thursday night. And then that night. We were going to go see like my crazy ex-girlfriend or my
Super, yeah.
my
Super ex-girlfriend.
My super ex-girlfriend. And I remember usually there was like 10 to 20 people in the theater, mostly just like employees and a couple of friends.
Yeah.
And then that night it was jam-packed.
Not your show.
Not my show, but like walking in
The theater itself.
there were about like 50 to 60 people, it felt like, waiting outside the theater that night. And
To
I was
watch
like, this
Clerks
is super
2.
weird.
Yeah.
And I remember walking past one group of like a bunch of dudes, and I knew one of the dudes in the group who said hi to me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, hello, a bunch of people.
And I was friends with that guy, and I was
Yep.
in that group.
It's so weird.
We did not register each other.
We come from a very small town, so.
It's not that small. There's like 50,000 people.
But after you and I got together, we realized how many people we both knew.
Yeah, that's true. And we didn't even go to the same school.
No, at all.
Yeah, she wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school.
Exactly. Anyway, what's your history?
So I saw this movie opening night because Jason, my co-host on Cannonball, go check us out. We're watching video game movies over there. And they're all terrible, and we love to make fun of them. He showed me Clerks when we first met. And actually, the first time he showed me Clerks 1, I didn't like it. I fell asleep.
Oh,
like
okay.
20 minutes in, probably.
Oh,
And
so you didn't give it a chance.
that was his exact opinion.
Okay.
Like 2 weeks later, he was like, you didn't give that movie a chance, and I'm not going to be your friend if you don't like it. Which, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because that movie's amazing.
It is really good.
Yeah. And then I had my brother watch it with me the second time, so he loves it too.
Yeah.
Clerks 2, better? I don't know. But
I think it's better.
it's funny.
It's funny.
Jesus, it's funny. If you're not into
Pussy jokes.
vulgar, offensive humor, it's probably not for you, but
Yeah, this is
I
definitely,
was.
It's going to be a lot of cursing for sure, which
Yes.
is typical for one of our episodes, but fair warning.
this is true.
I will say pussy several times.
Yeah, you'll have to, because he
Yeah.
probably just wrote down the entire script.
I did.
July 21st, 2006, so the middle of the summer. I don't know what else was coming out around them. Written and directed by Kevin Smith,
Yep.
which I believe all of his movies are like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he actually had professional like cinematographers and composers and stuff for this one.
Yeah, as opposed to the first one.
Yeah, he waits a very long time to do a sequel.
Yeah.
This was 12 years, and then what was it, 17 years before Clerks 3, and
Yeah.
we still haven't gotten Mallrats 2.
Which arguably, I don't think we needed a Clerks 3.
You hate Clerks 3.
Personally. Didn't like it.
I don't hate it. It's nowhere near these, but it is better than most comedies, in my personal opinion.
Okay. We'll have to rewatch it
It's
one
just because
day.
it's Kevin Smith, and Kevin Smith is a very specific brand of humor. If you don't find Clerks 2 funny, you're not going to find any of the rest of it funny, probably.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
Because it's his magnum opus, I would say.
Yeah.
That or Dogma. Yeah. So,
Both good.
loves me some Kevin Smith.
Yep.
That'll probably come up on this podcast more than once.
Yeah.
Not this particular episode. I mean, this whole podcast.
And I hate Dante. I'm just putting that out there. So
I
I'll
hate
be,
Dante too.
I'll be bitching a lot.
I wonder if you're supposed to. I don't know.
It feels like you are.
Yeah, he's not likable
He's not at all
as much as
likable.
Randall insists that he is.
Randall loves him so much, and
Yeah.
and Randall deserves better.
Kevin Smith, who has talked at length about everything under the sun, especially this movie, has said that Dante's based on him, which cannot be true because I found Kevin Smith to be incredibly interesting.
Yeah, and nice.
Yeah. And I think Randall's based on Jason Mewes, which I could see as being true.
I could see that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think maybe Dante is like the worst version of Kevin Smith, like the version of himself that like you don't put forward.
I guess that makes sense. Everybody's their own harshest critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it, because
If that's how he sees himself, well, Kevin, you're wrong.
yeah,
Because this guy sucks.
Dante sucks. Like, it's nothing against Brian O'Halloran. Okay.
He means well.
He does a great job making himself unlikable.
Yep.
I don't know if that's his intention.
I don't either.
But I do not like him because of
Don't
Dante.
either.
Every time Dante talks in this movie, I'm like, shut the fuck up, Dante.
Yeah.
I hate him a lot.
Before you get to the plot, the movie opens with the Weinstein Company logo. I
Fun.
don't know why it's pronounced Weinstein, since it's two syllables that are spelled the same way. That's always bothered me. It should be Weinstein.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's true.
That's always annoyed the shit out of me. So I've hated the man longer than the rest of you. But Kevin has long since denounced him.
Yeah.
And separated himself. He worked with him a lot in the beginning. He was the only guy that would give him the time of day.
Yeah.
But he agrees with the rest of you.
Well, agrees. Yeah, the guy was found guilty.
Yes. Well, that doesn't necessarily preclude Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis from
writing letters.
supporting someone and writing letters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Speaking of Face Off, shall I read the back of the box?
Go for it.
Back of the box says, writer-director Kevin Smith returns to the scene of his cult comedy classic Clerks to pick up his nothing is sacred style of humor, that's true, and push it right over the edge. 10 years after the original, slacker heroes Dante and Randall have become fun employees at Mooby's fast food. In addition to offending customers and debating anything and everything, their responsibilities now include ragging on their uber nerd coworker, played by Trevor Furman, it specifies, and teasing their sexy manager, Rosario Dawson. But when Dante announces his plan to leave New Jersey, Randall, this is a lot, just keeps going. Randall plots a shocking and hysterical going away party that will alter their lives forever, featuring cameos by, I'm not reading all that.
That's not really what this is about, is
Not
it?
really. Kinda.
Kinda, but not really at all. Like,
how would you explain what this is about?
We knew before this movie started that Dante was moving. So that wasn't like a reveal.
We did?
When they open, like not like after the beginning part, obviously the opening part.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Everyone already knew he was leaving. He didn't like reveal that he's moving.
This is true. Yeah, that's true.
So, anyway, ready to get into it?
It's a whole bunch of sentences, but it doesn't really give too much away.
I mean, it doesn't give anything away. It's like the Rogue One trailer. Not a lot of that.
It's just lying?
It's just lying for the most part.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens?
So, we open on the quick stop in black and white.
Black and white.
Black and white. Classic.
Which, if you haven't seen Clerks 1, I don't know if you should be listening to this episode. It's probably
what are
fine.
you doing?
What are you doing?
Go watch Clerks.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies ever made.
It's great.
Yeah.
And Dante...
We just couldn't get to it because Jason Lee's not in it.
Right. And this one's my favorite, personally.
I can't argue.
Yeah. So, and Dante goes to open the store in the morning, and he opens it up, and it's on fire.
Yeah.
And so then he shuts it again.
Yeah, it's a big shutter.
Yeah, it's a big shutter. If you haven't, you should have seen the first one. And then he opens it again, and it's still on fire. So he calls the fire department, and then the next scene we get is he's sitting on like a fire truck, just like forlorn, and like all these firemen are walking in and out, and then Randall, who I personally love, and he could get it.
You're such a Randall stan.
I love Randall so much. I think he's the hottest person in any Kevin Smith movie.
Now that I've seen this movie again, I think your love of Randall must stem from one. But we'll get to some of that.
Why?
He's a moron.
Sometimes. Yeah. He can be really stupid, but he's also kind, I think.
That's true.
And I agree with a lot of his opinions.
He means well, but we'll
movies.
get to some of the crazier stuff.
Yeah. I like him a lot. So it's Randall who's just walking to work, and then he just walks into the burning building, not noticing all of these firemen around him, and then he gets thrown out. And that part just cracks me up. And then he just like casually still just walks over to Dante, who's sitting on the fire truck, and just leans up against him and is like, terrorists?
I love the way he looks at him like,
what the fuck?
No.
And then he's like, oh, I left the coffee pot on again, didn't I?
He's like, mm-hmm.
And then he says, shit, now where am I going to bring chicks to fuck when my mom's home? I don't know. I love him so much.
I don't think almost any Kevin Smith movie, especially View Askewniverse, which is the ones that have Jane Silent Bob in them, are acted very well. But the line delivery, the lines themselves always crack me up.
I think that first off, they're always his friends. Secondly, he gives these like huge, like have to be like 2 pages of monologues that you have to say. Yeah. That's just not typically how people talk without breathing or having an actual conversation. So it's a lot to
He tries to make it a point to where it is how people talk, because it's how him and his nerdy friends talk. Yeah. Which is why he got famous, because nobody had ever done that on film before in 1994 when Clerks came out, except for Tarantino,
Right.
which has to be where he got it.
Well, I mean, I will say that Kevin Smith's conversations are far better than Tarantino's.
Yeah.
When Tarantino's like
Least,
riffing.
at least in Reservoir Dogs. Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, that's because Kevin Smith isn't in these scenes yapping it away. He's silent.
He's silent. Oh, yeah. But anyway, so the boys are now, it's like been a year, and the boys are now working at Mooby's, which is a fast food restaurant together. And so Dante goes and picks Randall up for the day, and they're and I just love that Randall just messes with them all the time, because Randall gets in Dante's car by walking across his hood.
Yeah.
I just love it.
But
personally.
Dante's not too bothered. He's like, he barely ever says anything to him.
Yeah, he really says, like Dante.
He just kind of looks at him like, what the fuck?
The way Dante treats Randall is like he thinks he's better than Randall when
Yeah.
you have the exact same path.
Yeah.
You're doing the exact same thing as him.
Yeah.
You are no better than him.
I know.
Okay?
I can't wait to get to that later.
Oh, I have so much to bitch about later.
This motherfucker.
Sorry. But anyway, so we find out that today is Dante's last day at work. Why do people go to their last day of work? I don't understand.
Right?
Just don't go.
Yeah.
And then it's a free day. I don't know. Maybe it's for PTO. But anyway, he's heading to Florida with his fiance. And so Randall's like talking about all the things that he would do if it was his last day. And he's like, I would spray paint, eat pussy on the side of the building.
Yeah.
And that's what I would do. And then Dante's just like, that's the stupidest fucking thing
He's
I've
like,
ever seen.
fucking why?
Why would you do that?
And he was like, to let him know you were there. Okay.
Okay. And so they drive by the quick stop, and then they just kind of are sitting in front of it before work and looking at it burned and closed up still. And then Dante says that he doesn't miss it at all, but Randall clearly misses it a lot.
Which is interesting because Dante sitting on the side of the fire truck kind of looked sad to watch this place go up in flames, but he spends the whole movie bitching about this place.
That's just fucking Dante.
He's like, I hated that place.
Dante is never happy.
This is true.
Ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we arrive at Mooby's, and Eat Pussy is in fact spray painted on the side of the building.
Which Mooby's mascot is a golden calf, literally, like an idol from the Bible.
Oh, is that what's
Which is a
reference?
reference to Dogma.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
This
that.
has got to be Kevin Smith's like 5th or 6th, 7th movie, maybe. There's a lot of references crammed in.
I'm sure that, yeah, there probably are.
Yeah.
And you just recently watched Dogma, so if you notice anything, just interrupt me.
Okay.
I'll never stop talking. So then we just get like a little montage of the boys prepping everything for opening. And then Jay and Silent Bob arrive to hang out outside because they've moved from hanging outside the Quick Stop to hanging outside of Mooby's.
And speaking of Dogma, it says on the screen the newly reformed Jay and Silent Bob because they have, spoiler alert, met God.
Yeah, they have met God.
So they're trying to turn over a new leaf in their
They
life.
also got arrested. So.
They did do that.
Yeah.
He's on probation.
And then Jay says something like, I wish I did more with my life than hanging out in front of places selling weed and shit.
Yeah.
And he says, maybe it could have been like an animal doctor or an astronaut, and I could have found like a Martian and fucked it.
They'd have been like, there he goes. Homeboy fucked a Martian once.
Yep. Those are his goals in life.
Yep.
And then Ethan Suplee shows up to buy weed off of them, and we find out that they got arrested for suspicion of mischief because they were driving with what are they called? Like airbags that popped.
Oh, yeah. Deployed air
Yeah,
bags.
deployed. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And so they got arrested for how much weed they had on them, and they had to do 6 months of rehab.
Yeah.
And so they're clean,
Yeah.
but they're still hanging outside of Mooby's. So.
Of course.
And Randall is now on the computer doing something, and we don't know what it is because it's like, I don't know if you guys remember that. You're probably, some of you might be too young, but back in the day at McDonald's, you could go play in the play place, and it had like a computer thing that you could play on.
And a GameCube.
I don't remember it having a GameCube.
I do.
The one in
The
at
one
our
in our
house?
hometown,
Oh, I don't
yes.
remember a GameCube. I remember like the thing with the like scrolly wheel thing that you could color with.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
So
I do. You're thinking of earlier than the GameCube, which makes sense.
okay, I probably wasn't
GameCube was
playing
like
there anymore.
2000. Yeah.
Yeah. Why were you still playing there in 2000?
I didn't say I was playing.
Oh, okay. You were 15.
It wasn't even like Nintendo games. It was like McDonald's games.
That's so weird.
Like Ronald McDonald teaches counting and shit.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a GameCube. I just remember the like two computers where you could color with the round thing.
Yeah, I remember that too.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, we used to have computers like in restaurants and stuff because you didn't
Yes.
have one in your pocket. That's all.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he's doing something, and then we find out that he's arguing with this man, bullying this man on this guy's vlog, because this guy has a vlog where he's basically talking about how he's lost the use of his legs and he's now handicapped, and that people who can walk should appreciate the fact that they are walking. And Randall just spends his days fucking with this guy.
He calls him Crippy Boy.
Calls him Crippy Boy, and talks about how likes to troll him by saying I like to drive a block. Fuck off. I'm not walking. And he's like, just because you're crippled doesn't mean I should have to walk more. And
What
stuff.
a fucking piece of shit.
He's such a piece of shit. And Dante's just like, why are you bullying this man? You need to leave him alone. This guy found a way to connect with society, and you're just bullying him.
He's like, fuck him.
Yeah, I love it. He's like, fuck him. He's a dick. Anyway, so Dante takes the other guy's side, like always.
Yeah.
I don't know why Randall is friends with this guy
either.
at all.
No.
And then I like it because Randall says, why? It's not like he's Anne Frank. And he's just like, what? He's like what did he say, deaf and dumb?
Yeah, he's not deaf, dumb, and blind like Anne Frank.
And he's just like, no.
Anne Frank's not
Keller.
deaf, dumb, and blind. That's Helen Keller. He's like, who the fuck's Anne Frank?
And he says, oh, the girl in
The girl who hid in the...
from the Nazis with the diary. He's like, well, he's more like Anne Frank because he has a diary.
Yeah.
So fucked up. And then Dante's fiance, Emma, a.k.a. Kevin Smith's wife,
Kevin
shows
Smith's
up
wife pulls up.
for a visit with her enlarged clit. That's important.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet, but we're about to. And so, Ben Affleck is in the restaurant right now, and she walks in and just straddles Dante on the counter, and they start making out. And then Randall's just like, avert your eyes, perv.
To Ben Affleck.
And Ben Affleck's like, that's just not sanitary.
It's not very hygienic. That's all I'm going to say. And then he leaves. And he's never in the movie again.
Yeah. Which I will say that Randall had no reaction to his friend being nasty right next to him. He was just
it's probably pretty fucking standard.
Ew.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that happening in your life?
Oh, thank God.
It would just be like, I don't want to hang out with you right now. Just
that's
go
everything
home.
Dante does.
Just go home. And then, for some reason, Dante told Randall about the oversized clit.
Yep.
And then he says, oh, you wouldn't want to be with a chick with an oversized clit. And then he says, no, because the next stop is a guy with an undersized dick, which cracks me up. Sorry. I love him. I really do love him. And so then they, Dante and Emma go out to just swing on this. They're not good at working at this place. No one comes to movies.
Rarely does anyone work at this place except for Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, no one really comes here. And they are talking. Her parents are going to give them a house in Florida, basically, is what we find out.
Yeah.
So once they move there, her dad is giving him a job at one of the businesses her dad owns, a car wash, and going to buy them a house. So he's got a decent life coming up.
And she points out that he's never happy with anything because he's got all this going for him.
Which
and
means
he's still sad.
that she knows him.
Yeah. But she also says in that scene, face it, Tiger, you hit the jackpot, which is one of the first lines Mary Jane ever says to Spider-Man in the comics.
So it's even
Kevin Smith
so
being a
she
nerd.
but if you take the Kevin Smith out of it, but that means that she's pretty cool because she's quoting Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And she knows
because her husband told her to.
Well, still, but you got to take that away from it. You just got to talk about Emma as a character.
Yeah,
is quoting Spider-Man.
I don't know if Dante gives a fuck about comic books.
Dante doesn't give a fuck about anything
except for himself.
And exactly,
he's not even supposed to be here today.
He's self-righteous, and I can't stand him. And then Randall just comes outside to hang out by the swing set, and then she's like, "Did you come out to watch me make out with my fiance?" And he's like, "No, actually, I was going to ask you guys to stop.
Stop while I'm out here.
Stop while I'm out here." And then she flashes Randall her bra, which you can see her nipples. You can
see everything. Yeah.
To get him to leave, and so he does it because he's basically making he's saying that once you guys started fucking, you were no longer a girl to me.
Not to mention that she has an undersized penis.
Yeah, she's an undersized dick. And so she's like, "Oh, I'm not a woman to you," and he's like, "No." And then she flashes him, and then he walks away. And when he walks away, Dante's like, "You know that he's gonna think you want to have a threesome with him, right?" And then she just rolls her eyes. And then she goes home and leaves. And then Randall walks up and is like, "I think she wants to have a three-way."
Fucking idiot.
I don't know. And then we see Elias. And I love Elias in this movie.
Yeah.
I have my problems with Clerks II.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Elias arrives at work being dropped off by his parents. He's 19. And Randall immediately starts bullying this child.
He does, because he pulls up with his family whistling and then kisses his mom on the lips.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Are you in such a good mood because your mom slipped you the tongue?" and stuff like that. And then Elias is like,
God,
"No,
Randall, don't be gross.
don't be gross. No, I'm actually in a great mood today because they're gonna make a live action Transformers movie,
Dude."
and
As you know, my online handle is Optimus Prime, so I'm actually in a
the
great
best
position. He's got to be the funniest person in this movie.
His
Him or
face
Jay.
is so funny.
He's so good at playing this character. I have
No.
no idea if he's a good actor outside of this.
Man, all of his deliveries are great, and then
His
they have
mannerisms we can't portray on audio.
no his face.
It's so good.
What's that quote from what's it called? The Jokers. What's it called? Impractical Jokers,
about?
where he says his
The stupid face and eyes.
Stupid face and eyes. Exactly. You have to watch
exactly.
Elias. It's so funny.
If you didn't see this movie, please do. It's one of the best comedies ever
hilarious. If you're into
made.
vulgarity.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And bad acting.
It's not that bad.
Dante is.
No, Dante does that stupid cringe lord look on his face, and it makes me dry up.
Not to rag on one person in particular, but I don't think Brian O'Halloran can deliver lines.
I think that he delivers. He's Dante.
He says them.
He says them. He does say them.
I wouldn't call it delivering.
No, I would, but I also think it depends on how long the line is. I think that when it's like a diatribe that you're like offloading, both of them can be kind of weak in deliveries.
Very stilted. Yeah.
So I think that it's just too much.
And then they had the nerve to make fun of Hayden Christensen in this movie.
They did, which honestly, back in 2006, we were all ragging on Hayden Christensen.
That was an easy target back then. I wasn't, because Revenge of the Sith was out, and that movie fucking slapped.
That movie is good. Okay, that movie, we need to do Star Wars one day. That
Agreed.
movie is good on paper. I do not like what they did with Padme, though.
No, that shit's stupid. But
That
the
shit's
action in that movie
Yeah.
is amazing. Some of the best fight choreography of all time, and his acting is good.
Man, that one scene, the last scene, the hot scene, if you've never seen it. You were the chosen.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good
When
scene.
he becomes a
fire popsicle.
Darth Vader, I think people know that.
Oh, no spoilers.
Yeah.
Then Elias and Randall are debating. Randall is just messing with Elias is super religious. So that's important. Because then they're debating. Randall's basically bullying Elias, saying that the Transformers are like satanic and he shouldn't like them. And then Elias's whole argument is like, well, actually, we made a flow chart in Bible camp and we proved that because God made people and people made the Transformers are actually a gift from God. And then Randall's like, no, they're an unholy curse and they're an abomination and all this shit. And then Elias is like, you stop saying that. You know, I don't like it when you do that.
All during this, Randall is curling up straw wrappers and keeps pelting Elias in the face. And at one point, Elias goes, nice shot. But actually, if you...
Oh, good. I like it so much. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
And then Rosario Dawson shows up at work and gets out of her car.
So hot.
Yeah. Want to touch the hiney. Super hot. What car is it? It's a Mustang. Yeah, I know what year.
I don't know. 66, 67.
Yeah.
It's a weird color.
It's like green.
It's that old 60s green, 50s green, I would even say, like the toasters used to be.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
it a lot.
I hate that color.
Oh, I mean, I take
Cool
it.
car, though.
But so she arrives and Dante waves at her through the window, and then Randall shows up right next to him and is like,
right into
what
frame,
the fuck was
right
that?
up to his ear.
And then he's just like, I'm just
"What?"
waving at my friend. He's like, you have to greet her before she gets in
She's
here.
gonna
She's
be in
going
here in 20 fucking seconds.
And he calls him like a kiss ass and stuff. I love Randall.
Me
and then
too.
Randall's and me, like, something's going on between you two. Like
Yeah.
immediately. It's just like, something's clearly happening
Almost
here.
like he knows his friend.
Yeah. Better than his friend knows himself.
Yeah.
So then we find out they're talking about something, and they say that they're 33.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
off.
That, judging by our analytics, that is younger than almost all of you.
All of us. We're all much older than that. Oh my God.
Fuck off.
33. You guys have your whole lives ahead of you.
Yeah. They don't think so.
It's okay that you're working at Mooby's. Nobody
Yeah.
cares.
Easy busybody. Nobody cares.
And then for some reason they start talking about going they start talking about Randall's talking about how he doesn't want to grow up because the barely legal pussy that comes into Mooby's that thinks he's really cool because he has a driver's license.
This is the guy you like.
This is the guy I like. I mean, I think
Okay.
I don't like that aspect.
He was like, the barely legal ones are buck wild, man. Sometimes they'll even let you go ass to mouth.
Yeah. Oh,
And
God.
Dante's like, what the fuck? You
And he's
never
like,
go
"You
ass
never
to
go
mouth.
ass to mouth." And then they just have an entire argument about going ass to mouth.
And this is
then
when she walks in.
She walks in, and then they're asking her about going ass to mouth, and she's like, "I haven't even put my purse down yet." What the fuck?
She agrees you never go ass to mouth.
And then they like Dante again tells him, "You never go ass to mouth," and then Randall says, "Would you grow up?" Which I honestly love. And then Becky, who's Rosario Dawson, tells Dante that occasionally it's okay to go ass to mouth in like the heat of the moment. And then Randall's like, "I knew it."
Way off in the corner of the restaurant. I knew it.
And so then outside, Jay is bored and Silent Bob plays him some tunes. And then we get like a fourth wall break where he starts putting on chapstick while staring
Oh.
at us. And
Would
then
you
just
fuck
like,
me?
I'd fuck me. And then pinching his
Isn't it
nipples.
playing
and-
that insane metal song?
Yeah. No, it's
Grandma, what was
No,
it like?
no.
Is it the Goodbye Horses song?
What's Goodbye Horses?
Oh, it's that one with it says Goodbye Horses.
Sure.
And it plays like synths instead
Yeah, I
of-
think it's that.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not like intense.
The other
or
part was
anything.
earlier. I got you.
Yeah. So, but I love it because he's pinching his nipples and then just dancing outside. I mean, they're very supportive friends.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a throwback to the scene from Sons of the Lambs with
Yeah.
Buffalo Bill.
It is.
Yeah. He puts on the lipstick and says, "Would you fuck me?"
Mm.
I'd fuck me hard.
That's all I remember from Signs of the Lambs.
That's all you remember?
I only remember she puts
It's a weird takeaway.
the only thing, not even that one. The only thing I remember is it puts the lotion on its skin.
She does do that. She
Because
puts the lotion on her
To
skin.
be fair, I watched Silence of the Lambs once in my life, and I
What?
was like 11
Oh my god!
when I watched it because I watched it at my friend's house.
When did that come out? It must have been 91.
91, yeah.
That sounds right.
So I watched it like as a fourth grader.
Okay.
Because I remember getting
No wonder
home
it
and my
didn't
mom being
stick.
like, "What'd you guys do?" And I was like, "We watched Silence of the Lambs." And she was like, "The fuck?"
Don't do that.
And then I was just like, "I'm fine." And she was like, "Okay."
Okay.
I was a third kid, so no one gave a shit. All right. It's fine. But Dante and Becky are just sitting in her office, and he's doing, oh my God. I hate the faces he makes when he's talking to women he likes.
Oh my god! It is
It's
so
gross.
hard to look at. Yeah.
It's
Those
disgusting.
bedroom eyes from that
It-
hideous fucking chud.
Exactly. No offense, Brian O'Halloran. It's not you.
Kevin Smith wrote that line, not me.
It's just the face, like that face. It's like there was that one cringy video like 10 years ago where that like probably 19-year-old is hitting on his girlfriend. He's like, "Baby," and stuff like that. And it just gives me the ick.
It is.
It's disgusting.
It is the number one ick.
Ugh, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's cringy and it makes me want to slap a man.
Yeah, I already didn't love him. Now he's hard to like.
Oh my God. Because stop making. And also, if you made that face at me, I would dry up like
Also,
the Sahara.
she likes it. So Elias is not the best actor in this movie.
It's
Rosario
clearly
Dawson
Rosario
is.
Dawson. But
She makes me believe she would fuck this guy.
no, she doesn't.
She does.
I'm just like, she thinks he's a secret millionaire or something. Like, no fucking way. Or he's like schlanging.
Jason Lee was just in the shop.
I
Or
know.
he will be.
hot. Randall's in the shop.
Yeah.
Randall's hotter than Dante.
Randall's a moron. He is hotter than Dante physically, but he is a
He's hotter
fucking
than
idiot.
Dante emotionally, physically, intellectually.
No, not intellectually.
Yeah, because you could talk about Star Wars with him.
When we get to the rest of this movie, it's going to be so hard for you to defend this man.
I will defend him.
Okay.
Not about certain things, but he's learning and he's okay.
He's 33.
It's okay to keep
Brain's
learning.
fully developed.
But they're talking about like when he's leaving, which is tomorrow, and where to send his last check. And somehow Becky knows that the address he wrote on the calendar is the fiance's parents' house, but she says parents's, which I was like, you can just say parents' house.
Yeah, she says at your parents' house, which is not correct English.
You just say parents' house.
Yeah, parents apostrophe.
So how about that one? And then he's like,
Got
you
it.
should quit and come to Florida with me.
Yeah.
No. No. Oh, that'd be fun. No. And then she's like, no, as soon as my uncle's back up and running from his cancer, then I'm hitting the road. It's just like, all right, thank you. And then she makes Dante paint her toes. So there's already way too much intimacy between the two of these people.
Yeah.
Like far too much intimacy.
Yeah.
Like this is not, if you have ever been in a serious relationship and like if there's any flirtation at all, my opinion is back off immediately and never talk to that person again.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
And this is where they reveal that they've fucked.
Is it? I thought it was later.
Oh.
It is
well,
later.
I have it here.
I have a lot more notes.
Well, I know it. So he says, well, so what's that make you? And she says, I'm just the chick who fucks the ugly, indecisive loser on the prep station.
Oh, it might have been here. Yeah. It's just like, well.
So she did fuck him.
Which is disgusting. You'd have to be wasted.
I don't need to know all that, Rosario.
Like, Randall is in this building.
Okay.
That's crazy to me. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And then outside, Elias is being a nerd and starting to try and talk to Randall about Lord of the Rings.
Uh-oh.
And then he says, one ring to rule them all. And then Randall says, like, no wonder no chicks will let you stick your cock in her.
He says, I never wondered that.
I've never wondered that.
He said, you wonder why.
Wonder why no chicks will let you stick your cock in her.
I never wondered
I
that.
never wondered that. And then he says, like, I turn down chicks left and right. And
Your
then
chicks are your left and right.
I love him.
And holds out his hands.
And then he says, and I don't agree with this, because he says, no chicks dig nerdy guys, especially not nerds who are into Lord of the Rings. Which, I mean, I'm not into Lord of the Rings people, but
Yeah. Isn't Daniel a Lord of the Rings person?
I think so. Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people. Like, I've only watched the movies once.
Same. Yeah. They're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Aragorn.
Is that Aragorn?
Oh, shit. Legolas. Boromir.
Yeah. Sean Bean. We should
Sean
get Sean
Bean.
Bean one day. We should get to Sean Bean and try to find a movie he doesn't die in.
No.
Off the top of our head.
I can't.
I can't either.
I can't do that. So then a guy comes to check out. And then, okay, so this guy also likes Lord of the Rings because for some reason Elias says the one ring to rule them all.
He has no reason to say that.
Because the guy ordered onion rings.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole reason.
whole
And so
bit.
then they start quoting, and then Randall just hates both of them.
I looked this guy up because this seemed like a cameo. Like it should be like, oh, that guy. And it was like famous for Clerks II.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, Jesus, he's in
This
that for
is it.
20 seconds.
So he's just making fun of them because he's saying there's only one trilogy and it's Star Wars,
Yeah.
which I totally get that.
Yeah, but they have good points when they're arguing about the prequels.
You can't argue about the prequels.
They're
And
about to get their
also-
own prequels. They just don't know it yet.
They are true. I don't actually know how the Hobbit moons were received. I don't know.
I don't either. We only watched the first one.
Yeah,
And then we
because
were
again, we're just meh.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which whatever. But then he what's his joke? One of the jokes I like is that he pretends to walk. He's like, all those movies are just about just people fucking walking repeatedly. And then he's like, here's the movies. And he just starts and he walks. He's like, here's the first movie. And he walks with no problems.
Dead eyes.
Dead
looking
eyes,
at the
just
sky.
walking. And then the second movie, he walks
He
and then
trips
he
a
trips a little bit and then just like looks down and then keeps walking. And then the third movie, he just walks and then drops the thing.
And then shrugs.
And then shrugs and then turns around. And it's so accurate. It cracks me up. And they were like, they're obviously mad. And then the Lord of the Rings guy throws up. For some reason.
Yeah, for some reason, you don't remember why?
No.
He said if they wanted me to like those movies, they should have ended the third one at the logical closure point instead of the 25 fucking endings. 25 fucking endings that followed.
Because I remember watching Return of the King and there were people standing up in the aisles because it wouldn't end.
Yeah.
Because it had so many false endings.
Yeah. And they were like, okay, well, then what's the logical closure point? Please enlighten us. And he's like, when Fredo's laying in the bed and all the hobbits are jumping down up and down on his bed, and Sam walks in and gives him that fucking gay look. I don't even remember how he gets to the next line. Do you?
They basically start fucking each other, right?
Yeah.
And then it ends with Samwise
And Sam
shitting a brick into
shits a brick in Frodo's mouth. And that's when the guy throws up.
I love it.
And that's when, you're right, that's when it cuts to the conversation.
Yeah, because then he opens the door and he's like, I made fun of Lord of the Rings so hard I made a nerd throw up.
Where are our
cleaning supplies?
Where are our napkins? And she's like, with the other cleaning supplies in the closet. He's like, we have cleaning supplies?
Yeah, and then he walks away.
But then he notices the vibe in there. He's like, it smells weird in here.
It smells weird in here. And she's like, get out. And then basically we have the conversation now where she doesn't believe in marriage. And she believes that our primal nature is just to fuck as much as possible. And marriage is just the keystone to economics.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right.
And then she is not a girl's girl for sure. Well, she already fucked this guy, so
yeah, she did.
obviously. But she says that Dante loves what Emma represents and that she's the girl who wouldn't give you the time of day in high school. And now that she's finally ready to settle down with a fuggo, she's ready to settle down with you.
Finally ready to settle down with it. And he goes, oh my God, you were going to say fugly. And she goes, no, unconventional.
Yeah. And then he's
and
like,
then she says it again. And he's like, why are you acting like I'm some hideous fucking chud?
Because. And then she's trying to defend it like, no, it's not that. It's just you're unconventional.
You're unconventional.
Yeah. And then she says something about like day one at both of your jobs, you complained about you needing to start a new life.
Yep.
Like needing to start your life, which is true.
Yeah. She was like, and you worked at the Quick Stop for 10 years.
And you've worked here for 1 year and you're always complaining.
Yep.
So there you go. And then
she likes this guy. Okay.
Yeah, and that's when she says that he's like, well, then who are you?
What's that make you?
And then she's like, I'm just the girl who fucks ugly, indecisive losers in the kitchen, which was great. Neither one of them seem to have any regrets, which makes me hate Dante. Because I know that the whole plot is that, like, oh, Emma doesn't really get him. But clearly she does.
Yeah.
And you're an asshole.
The problem is Kevin Smith cast his wife to play the girlfriend that gets cheated on.
Yeah.
So he wasn't willing to make her unlikable.
No, she's not unlikable at all. She seems really sweet, honestly.
Yeah. She's a little overbearing.
Well, you also
barely.
Okay, she is slightly overbearing, but also let's put into perspective that they are moving tomorrow from New Jersey to Florida, so there might be some stress.
Not to mention that this guy's a loser and probably doesn't do anything to help.
He's a loser who went to. He's a loser. He is a complete fucking loser. Anyway, so I don't think she's unlikable at all. I think she seems very sweet.
Yeah, agreed.
So I hate him. But then she says, you're lucky I'm not the jealous type and I'm not trying to make you stay in New Jersey. And then he says, if anyone could, it would be you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Stop it.
Isn't that when Randall busted in?
Yeah. I think so.
Maybe.
Or they leave. I don't remember. No, oh yeah, he does. Leave. He says, your fiance is looking for you. And then he just kind of like gives him one of the looks.
That look where he keeps looking at him as he slides out of the door.
Yeah, because he's like, what the fuck are you guys still doing in here? So Emma is back, and she leads Dante outside to show him something. And then they walk past, and Jay is naked with his dick tucked between his legs and just standing there. And Dante
Spread
goes,
out.
this? And she's like, no.
No, not that.
Not that. Because isn't this like by the drive-through too that they're
Yes.
doing all this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we don't see what it is for a second, but Elias walks up to Randall while Randall's on the computer and starts giving him advice for how to find good Transformers websites and one where you can send in a picture of yourself and it'll
It'll
turn
morph you into a robot. And he's like, no, Elias, I only look at cool Transformers sites when girls are around. And Elias looks like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, this is why I love Randall. I love him so much.
I love Elias.
I love them both. Honestly, they're
Yeah.
fantastic. And then Randall, he says he's booking a going away present for Mr. Dante because he always calls him Mr. Dante when he's talking to Elias because that's what Elias calls him. And then Elias was talking about like some elf princess with a sword or something. He's like, well,
Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, what's sexier than an elf?
I'm pretty sure that's
Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler.
Yeah, he's like, what's sexier than an elf princess with a sword? And he's like, Randall's like, a donkey show?
Yeah. And he's
Kiki
like,
Kelly and the sexy stud.
What's a donkey show? And he's like, have you ever seen a chick give a mule a blowjob? And Elias is like, oh my God.
And then Randall just covers his mouth
Yeah.
and tells him not to spoil the surprise and give me your phone so I can book it.
And then he orders it. Did you write that part down where he's like, we should cross our fingers. We should also probably cross our dicks too.
And then Elias starts
And
reaching.
starts unzipping his pants.
He's like, stop.
No, stop. Jesus
Stop. No.
Christ.
And then we find out that Emma brought wedding invitations, but for some reason, their wedding is only 3 months away. And Dante acts like he's just completely flabbergasted that
I know
we're
that they've
getting
picked
married.
a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I guess maybe he said that they hadn't picked a date yet.
Oh, yeah.
But like,
Maybe that's later.
shut up.
Yeah.
I hate him. And then she gives Becky an invitation. She's like, we would love for you to come if you can. And I'm just like, how? There are 4 people who work in this restaurant.
Yeah.
One of them is moving to Florida. How the fuck are any of these people going to be able to go to Florida for your wedding?
Especially on this salary too.
On
Let
this
alone
salary,
closing this
closing
franchise
the
business.
franchise business down. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
These people can't go. But anyway, and then Emma makes just a little joke like, oh, well, if we left it to the men, nothing would ever get done. Just a little joke.
Yeah.
And then Rosario Dawson's just like, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
And then Dante's like hugging her and just like looking longingly at Rosario Dawson while his girlfriend's hugging. Because she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just kidding. And hugs him like as an apology. And
Yeah.
he's just like, and I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him so much. And then Randall realizes, I don't know why he didn't realize this before, but he realizes that Elias is a virgin.
Yeah.
I don't know how he didn't know
The
that.
19-year-old kid that his parents brought to work whistling
Who talks about Bible camp.
Dixie.
Yeah, and is
Yeah.
looking at Transformers websites.
Yes.
Is a virgin. And he's like, I have a girlfriend, Randall. And he's like, who is it? And he's like, Myra something. And he's
Hodgkiss.
like, you made that up.
He's like, that is a made-up name if
He's
I've
like,
ever heard
no,
one.
it isn't. I didn't make it up.
No,
And
it
then-
isn't, Randall.
And he's like, seriously, have you and Myra had sex yet? And Randall says, I let you smell my fingers that one time I had sex with yada yada's kid sister in the bathroom. And then Elias is like, you made me.
You kind of made me
You
smell
kind
your
of made me
fingers.
smell your fingers. And then he's just like, just so you know, Myra can't have sex. And then he's like, well, you have to give me the tea because when Dante leaves, you're going to be my new best friend.
No, I'm not.
And he's like, yeah, you are. So, and he's like smiling. He's like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
It's adorable. And then he's like, well, we can't because of pillow pants. And
And he goes, what the fuck is pillow pants?
he's like, the little troll that lives in her pussy. Pillow pants is her pussy troll. Duh. And then Randall,
Randall's face.
this is the most like
Emote. It's the most he's ever emoted.
And he's not talking. He is shocked.
This is the quietest he's ever been, too.
He literally has no words.
His
and
eyes are so big.
And then he's like, you know how every girl's parents put a pussy troll in them when they're young to keep them from having premarital sex.
Did you notice? I've never noticed this before, but the music kicks up and starts getting evil behind this.
Yeah.
It's the actual theme from The Shining.
Oh, really?
It's not even a ripoff. It's the actual music.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And then
Keep going.
And then he says, even though she would totally have sex with me, but if I put my thing in her, pillow pants will bite it off. So I have to wait until she's 21 and pees it out. Which means he has no concept of the multiple holes we have. That pillow pants would be in a different hole than a pee hole, but okay. And then he's like, it says that they haven't. He's like, have you guys even kissed yet? And he's like, we can't because of Listerine. He's like, is Listerine her mouth troll? And he's like, women.
Women. And shakes his head.
This is the best scene ever. And then Jason Lee walks into the restaurant.
Puggy!
And he immediately gets called pickle fucker.
He's already being a dickhead, though.
He is being a dickhead because he's like, I basically just wanted to come and look at you guys since you're still working here.
Yeah, because Randall walks up and he's like, you're never going to believe what Elias just told me. And he's like, look who just walked in. And he looks up and it's Jason Lee. He's like, hey, pickle fucker.
Pickle fucker. I love it. And Jason Lee does not like being called pickle.
Nope.
But he tries to act like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then he says something about making fun of people. And then Randall's like, hurry up and get out of here so we can make fun of you then.
Oh, I don't think you're in a position to be making fun of anybody, Randall.
Yes, he is. He can make fun of whoever he wants.
He's been working at the same shithole job for
So, who hasn't?
years. Well, it's a shithole job, though. That's what he's making fun of him
But,
about.
like, I guess...
He's a billionaire. He's a dickhead.
He is a dickhead.
Millionaire.
I mean, like, if you're happy and you're living your life the way you want to live it...
Yeah, this guy's just a judgy prick.
He's just a dickhead.
Yeah.
But then...
Such a different role from Puggy.
I know, but he's so good at it.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. So then for some reason, Elias comes up and says something about, would you be interested actually? Because we find out that this guy just sold some website to Amazon.
That tracks prices.
Yeah, to Amazon.
Yeah. And
so then Elias comes up and he's like, would you be interested in creating a Transformers fan website? And I would moderate it for free. And then Randall's like, no one wants your GoBot bullshit. And then Jason Lee's like, well, hang on. GoBots are like the Kmart version of Transformers. Which, honestly, it cracks me up, though.
And Elias is like, thank you.
I've been trying to tell him. And then he gives him his business card, and he's super happy.
Yeah.
Love it. And then he obviously orders food, and Randall goes to get the order ready by using... Why was there ice in the urinal? Is that common at every place?
I would not say every place, but I've seen it, yes.
How often do you see that, though?
I have probably seen it once in the past 10 years.
Okay. Well, did you see
Mostly
it?
at Mexican restaurants,
Did you see it more in 2006?
Yeah, I would say I probably saw it 3 times that year.
3 times that year. All at restaurants?
Yeah.
Why?
Could not tell you that. Don't know.
Why did people want you to pee on ice?
Only time I ever worked at a restaurant was for 2 weeks, and I didn't go into the bathrooms.
What?
I didn't like
Okay.
clean them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was somebody else's
I'm
job.
just curious why you need the
I don't know.
ice to be
Did
urinated
you
on.
note why they call him pickle fucker?
I didn't, because it's honestly kind of a horrific story.
It is a horrific story.
You can go ahead.
It involved hazing
Yeah,
in
it's
high
really
school.
terrible.
And he was like, normally they just take off your clothes and throw you in the showers naked and you just get to go home. But this guy got the worst of it, didn't you? And he's like scowling at him like, don't you fucking tell that story.
Yeah.
Because they
It's
pinned him
awful.
down and shoved a pickle up his ass.
Yeah, and made him walk
10 feet until it did not fall out.
Yeah. And he had to take a bite out of it and put it back in if it did.
And he got 4 bites in before it was finally small enough to not fall
That
out.
is terrible. That is
terrible.
honestly a horrible fucking story.
And Jason Lee's like, nobody would fucking remember that story except
And
for
then-
you, Graves. And he's like, oh, I bet you remember every fucking second of it.
Which is honest. Great comeback.
Yeah.
So Randall gives him like a cup full of pee-pee ice and flies in the burger. And then,
as Elias is walking off, he kind of flicks the business card and it pops up into his face and he jumps.
Elias is great.
And then leaves the scene.
Then Pickle Fucker gets the order. And then Jay just walked in and Pickle Fucker's like, actually, never mind. I don't think I want to eat this. Something tells me I don't want to eat this. And he
Something
hands
tells
it
me
to
I'm
Jay.
not going to like it very much,
And then
am I?
Jay says, thanks, Pickle Fucker. And then
He was not inside for this conversation.
No, and then he runs outside and says, Pickle Fucker gave us free eats. Which great. Because this is after Jason was like, no one remembers that. So Randall after this needs to leave.
He's pissed off.
Because he's pissed.
He's hot.
He's heated. And so they're leaving. And for some reason, Dante comes. Because all Randall asks him for is like, can I borrow your keys? Because I need to go. And then Dante follows him.
I don't know if Randall drives. I know he said he has a driver's license. But
That's how he impresses girls.
that's what he says because he has a driver's license. But he even got a ride to work from Dante.
Well, but if you're going to work at the same place, why worry about it?
Yeah. He asks if he can borrow his car, and Dante does not want that to happen.
No.
I guess that's why he goes with him.
Yeah. So, and then,
Also, if I was friends with Randall Graves, I'd follow him anywhere.
so would I. Oh my God, I'd be married to him.
Oh my God.
What? No. Anyway, so then they're walking outside, and Jay and Silent Bob have one moment where Jay just goes, "This tastes like piss and flies." It does. And so Randall
stupid.
and Dante, in the middle of their workday, I want to work at this place because no one cares.
No one cares about anything ever.
They go drive go-karts.
They do.
Yeah, that's it.
And we just get a go-kart montage.
And what was the song? The song's famous.
It is famous. Raindrops.
Yeah, raindrops of fall. That one.
Yeah.
And then afterward, Dante's like, why the fuck do you have to go ride go-karts when you're upset? And it's like, why are you such a dickhead all the time? And then Randall's just like, it just centers me. I don't want to jerk off in the bathroom. Because apparently at some point in their friendship, Dante jerked off in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's like, because I can't just go jerk off in the bathroom to center me every time. And he's like, that was one time.
He's like, Okay. And he says, I don't want to jerk off in the bathroom because what if a customer walks in and my jerking gets him
all
gets
sex
nuts
and R word strong.
R word strong. This is 2006. We didn't know any better. We were stupid.
Did we not?
I mean, we did, but
like we did.
Yeah, he did say it. And then he says, and suddenly I'm fighting him off while he tries to shove my dick in his mouth. Which is quite the image. And then Dante's like, I don't think that's going to happen.
How would you know?
And then he's like, but why do you like go-karting? And he's like, because go-karts remind me of a better time in my life.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really sweet. And then Dante's like, well, you can still improve your life. And Myrtle's like, I already said I don't want to jerk off in the movie's bathroom. And then Dante's like, no, you could just like do other things. And he's like, what do you care? You're leaving, which is where the real pain is.
There it
Because his
is.
friend's leaving him.
Yeah.
So they come back to a lunch rush because there's all of 4 people waiting in line.
4, yeah.
2 sets of 2.
Yeah, they're both together.
Both together. And they're like, oh my God, where the fuck have you been?
Losing their minds.
We're slammed.
Yeah.
We had a call. It's nuts. And then, so they're helping, and it's Wanda Sykes. I don't know who the man is.
I don't either.
But
I
he was
should've
really
looked that
funny.
up. Yeah.
So, and then Randall says cockstain, and Wanda Sykes is like, did he say cockstain? And he's like,
Well, Rosario Dawson is yelling at Dante for leaving, and Randall's like, well, don't blame him. I was pissed off because some cockstain walked in here from high school shitting on us about the choices we made in our lives. So I needed to leave to go center myself. The guy at the register with Wanda Sykes is like, did he just say cockstain? What's a cockstain?
yeah. And well, no, and then he's like, white women be letting white guys do all kinds of stuff. Do you want to do a
cockstain, baby?
So stupid.
She's like, no.
And then I did like that Randall said this, though, because he says, someday I'll do something, and until then, nothing I do is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I love that vibe.
Yeah, that is
and
a
then
vibe.
This is the moment where something happens that I don't really know how to cover it, because it's a very, like, racial slurs.
It is very inappropriate, but they make it a big plot point.
I don't want to say it's a big plot point. It is a thing that happens.
It's kind of the reason that they start the whole fight.
The reason they start the whole fight is because Dante's
Kinda.
a dickhead. Okay, you can cover it however you want to.
I'm not going to say what he says,
No, don't say what he says.
but
He says a racial slur.
yeah, he says, because we're not going to sit around wasting our whole lives like a couple of, and then says
Yeah.
a racial slur that luckily in Reservoir Dogs, he doesn't say that slur yet. In Reservoir Dogs, they just spread that word around.
They did.
However they want.
Yeah.
This movie is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You can't say that.
And it was basically something, we find out that it's something that Randall's grandmother said regularly.
Yeah.
And so he didn't know that it meant what it means.
What it means.
He didn't know it
Yeah,
was a racial
disparaging
slur.
racial
But
term.
instead of just hearing, oh my God, don't say a racial slur, and him being like, oh, I didn't know that was one, and moving
It's not
on with
like
his
I
life.
said, and then he does say the
Then he does
word,
say the word.
the N-word like 6 times.
Yeah, he says it
And
a
they
lot.
keep escalating and screaming at him.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, him being a fucking idiot.
He is an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this moment is his worst moment, and the entire movie is Dante's worst moment. So
Okay.
I'll give you that.
At least Dante's on the right side of history in this particular conversation.
So basically, after Wanda Sykes leaves and her poor husband doesn't get the food because he's like, he says something about like, baby, you can't taste the
Babe, you
racism.
can't taste racism.
And she throws the
And
bags on the ground.
She hits him first, and he's like, babe, you can't. I mean, the judge told you about that.
And then
She's like, we're not taking the damn food. You're going to give me a refund. And he's like, I'll take the food, though.
and then
She's like,
she
no.
grabs the bags and throws them on the ground
He turns around and looks at the employees and goes, damn.
and then follows her out. But then Dante and Randall are left having this discussion, and Dante's trying to explain to him that this is a racial slur and your grandma's a fucking racist.
Yeah, and then he
he's just
talks
like-
about all the other racist stuff she used to say.
Yeah, and
which
then
is
he's just
also
like,
inappropriate.
oh, yeah, no, my grandma.
Wait, my grandma was racist.
My grandma was racist.
Huh.
It's like, yeah.
He's,
right.
but I'm still going to take back the other one. That's not racist. I'm going to start using that one. We can take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like very not that big of a. It's like literally used twice more in the movie.
Yeah, but it's plastered on his back.
It is, but it's not said. So
Right.
anyway, he is an idiot, but an adorable one. He can change. He can change. It's fine.
I can fix him.
So then Becky like walks up and asks Dante if he's afraid of getting married. And she's like, well, maybe you're just waiting on a friend to stop you from getting married. And he's like, no, I'm not scared of getting married. I always wanted to get married, but I'm nervous about the wedding because I don't know how to dance.
Okay.
And then she says something about like, so you're not worried about marrying someone who doesn't get you. You're just worried about dancing. And he's like, well, Emma will get me one day. And I'm all like, I want to punch you in the face.
An idiot.
I do not like you at all. And then this is something you and I quote all the time because Rosario Dawson and him go up to the roof to like dance with each other.
Yeah.
And then Rosario leans over the side and
Like, we need music.
asks Jay to turn on music. And she's like, Jay. And he just goes,
He
Lord?
looks around for a second and he's like, Lord?
We do that all the time.
We do. Anytime we hear a weird noise off in the distance.
All the time. Constantly. And he says, what are you doing up there? If you're going to jump, let me get a crack at that pussy first.
And then he says, let me find out.
So stupid.
So stupid.
And so they practice dancing on the roof together, which honestly, it's impressive how many times Rosario Dawson got her boobs to bounce during this dance scene.
True.
Because I was like, she is trying to bounce those boobies.
Yeah. It was a lot.
They don't jiggle that much.
No.
Like trying.
Yeah.
And she's not even teaching Dante how to dance. She's just dancing on the roof while Dante sits
She was
there.
teaching him, and then she was like, nope, you're right. You were terrible at this. Just sit back and watch.
Yeah, I don't.
And she just kind of dances to ABC by
Yeah.
Jackson 5.
And there's a whole dance
And
number.
then we get an entire dance number. Everybody
we
in the
do.
movie's dancing to it,
We do.
including an entire dance troupe, which I did not remember that happened.
No. It's not bad, though.
Huh?
It seems fine.
It's fine,
It
I
seems like it
guess.
makes sense.
Makes
honestly.
sense?
I don't know.
Okay. This business has seen 8 people all day, and now there are 30 people dancing in the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah, there
But
are.
it makes sense.
Makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And then after the dance number, because for some reason he's like dipping her after the dance number. And so he has her dipped and he's like, I love you, Becky. Fuck off. And then she's like, I'm pregnant, Dante. And then he drops her.
Yeah.
So she's pregnant.
For slapstick.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
And then Dante, I guess she tells him not to tell anybody, but Dante goes down and tells Randall he's having second thoughts about Florida.
Immediately.
And then Randall's like, yeah, you're Dante. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
And then Dante tells Randall, they go out like that Becky's pregnant. And he's just like, how the fuck is Becky pregnant? Like, that's crazy. All right. Because he's not
like, what are
putting
you worried
together
you're not
that
going to make it to the baby shower?
Yeah. He's like, oh, why do you care? And then, yeah, because he says something about like, did he tell him already that it's his? Because he says something about like, it's because you jerked off on that toilet seat and that's how she got pregnant.
Yeah, he does that outside after Jay's
trying to pee.
He's trying to pee on the back door.
And then
they slam it open and it crushes him against the wall.
What I love is
and he goes, what the fuck?
That he's peeing like not even like 6 inches away from Bob.
Yeah.
And then tells Bob to stop trying to look, stop looking at my dick. It's just like, why? They're right next to each other. And so Randall hits Jay with the door. And then they're talking about, he's just like, oh my gosh, how did you get her pregnant? And then he's like, oh. And he's like, well, because we had sex that one time. And then she's like, oh, so she's going to tell him that. And he's like, no.
The camera's 360ing around them for all this, too.
And he's like, so she wants you to leave him at? And he's like, no. And he's just like, so then what's the problem? I don't understand what the problem is. She's not doing anything. And then he says, how the fuck do you have 2 good-looking girls after you?
How does the most hideous fucking chud I've ever met always have 2 girls fighting over him?
I love it.
Which, if you've seen the first movie, he does.
He does all the time. And I'm just like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. And then he basically is like, don't ruin this for me or something like that. And don't tell anyone. And just starts to all of a sudden he's mad at Randall for you telling Randall this news.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's mad.
No, I don't either. It makes no sense.
I don't get why he's mad, but he says, keep your mouth shut or I'll kick the shit out of you. And Randall's like, okay, try, bitch.
You in what army?
Yeah.
He goes, I'm serious. He goes, I'm serious. You in what army?
Yeah. And then Rosario Dawson comes outside because I think she must know what's happened. And then, because I guess he wasn't supposed to tell Rosario Dawson that he knows.
Also, when she flings the door open and hits Jay again.
Hits Jay again while he's still trying to pee.
He screams, what the fuck?
And then Randall just like looks at her and he's like, may your first child be a masculine child. And she just like looks at Dante and is like, oh my God, I can't believe you or whatever.
How old are your best friend?
And then he's just like, then Dante tries to, first off, he was not anywhere near hitting Randall.
No, he tries to swing at him. He
tries to swing at him and he says, you swung at me. And then Dante's pissed off that he punched the thing because like you dunked. He's like, yeah, because you swung at me.
We quote that a lot too.
We quote that a lot. And then they're rushing through the kitchen because Rosario Dawson has left. And then Elias is like, I need help. Randall ate the last pickles. And then Randall runs by him and says, you fucking stench.
He goes, I'm sorry, Randall.
I'm sorry, Randall. I'm sorry. And then while he's outside talking to Dante, we see Kinky Kelly's van pull up.
Because she left.
Drove off. And so he's like, actually, you should follow her and talk to her for 1 hour and then come back here.
He's like, 1 hour? He's like, I find if you talk any longer than that, you're going to say shit you regret.
So do 1 hour?
1 hour.
And help me close. And he's like, you can't close. And he's like, you're about to have a child. You should really grow up, Dante. You need to take responsibility. And so he sends Dante away.
Yeah.
And then Kiki Kelly has arrived. And then Kiki Kelly thinks it's weird that they're doing this in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay, but you're doing bestiality.
You're in the bestiality business, dude.
It's like, we don't call it that. We call it interspecies erotica.
Says, hey, fucko.
Hey, fucko. And this guy who he's meeting has a tattoo that says born to fuck.
Born to fuck.
Born to with the number fuck. So anyway, he has to set up for the show.
Yeah.
And so Randall comes... it's all set up. Dante can't find Rosario Dawson. We just see them both driving around, taking off their glasses willy-nilly. So I'm not sure what their glasses are for.
Yeah, both of them are driving in their glasses.
Are you nearsighted or farsighted? Why are you taking them off?
Both driving in their glasses. They both park and take them off to look at things.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Her to read the women's clinic.
Yeah.
And him to look at a child through a restaurant.
Who is Harley?
Window.
Which I saw her face and I was like, is that Harley?
Kevin Smith's daughter.
Kevin Smith's daughter.
Yeah, she was way younger back then.
She was a little girl.
Yeah.
And so Dante comes back, and the smoke machines from Kinky Kelly make him think that the restaurant's on fire. So he calls the police before he comes in, and he walks in to find it all set up. And then Randall's like, we're going to do something that we've thought about since we were 12. So fun. And then Elias is already wasted, like completely drunk.
He doesn't know where he's at right now.
Does not know where he's at.
I think he literally says that.
Yeah. He's no clue where he's at. And so it's Jay and Silent Bob, a drunk Elias, wasted Elias, and then Randall and Dante. And honestly, Dante seems like he's kind of excited, like a little bit like, what the fuck are we doing? But also like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already here. It might as well. And then the man from earlier at the trailer comes out in his assless chaps with the donkey. And then Randall just keeps saying they're going to be like, any minute,
He's like, any second.
A chick's going to come
Chick's coming out.
and fuck this donkey. And he's just like, any minute now. And then Jay says, that guy's being awfully forward with that donkey. So we find out.
And he goes, hang on, where's the fucking chick?
And then he gets up and goes and looks behind the curtain. And then he starts talking to the person. And he's like, where's Kinky Kelly?
It cracks me up, though, because as he gets up there, everybody's kind of disgusted and a little confused, but not Jay.
Jay's not. Jay's just watching.
Kind of taking it all in.
He doesn't seem like he's into it, but he's just kind of like, all right, I'm experiencing
just kind
this
of
now.
observing.
Yeah. And then we find out that the donkey is Kinky Kelly. And the man is the sexy stud. And he's all like, but this is a dude donkey. And he's like, yeah, Kelly's a guy's name too.
Oh my God.
And then while this is happening, because they're like, Randall just goes and sits down and is like, well, we're watching this guy fuck the donkey
and he says,
now.
due to some nomenclature confusion, there's not going to be a chick.
But we're still in it.
But we're going to continue with the show.
And then Elias is like, I have a huge boner right now. God. And so Becky walks in. And Dante is like, what the fuck is happening with my restaurant?
Yeah.
And Dante takes her outside to talk to her for a second.
That's there's another famous line from this movie. He's like, how are you feeling? And she's like, I'm repulsed and disgusted and can't look away.
I think that was in the trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we get a great line from Elias where he says, I hope that donkey doesn't have a hiney troll.
Jesus Christ.
And then Becky tells Dante that she loves him, and he tells, and then Emma walks in with a cake that she baked for Dante to celebrate his last day at work.
Yep.
Which also, here's another stupid thing that we saw earlier. There was a montage when they were driving around being sad, and it showed Emma at their house where it was clearly packed up, but she had the full fucking KitchenAid on the counter and all of the dishes to make a cake by scratch.
Yeah.
That is when you're moving, you are eating out.
Yeah.
For at least 3 days before you move.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why are you making dishes?
Baking an entire cake.
I don't think any woman would do that. That is the stupidest shit I've ever. That's a man wrote that. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
But a man wrote it and then had his wife act it out.
Yeah, she just didn't think about it. But you would at least go get it, pick it up from Walmart,
Yeah.
if you were going to do that. No, you would not do it yourself. So she walks into her boyfriend, fiance, making out with his boss.
Yeah, because they said they love each other and started kissing.
While there's a man fucking a donkey in the corner.
Yep.
It's a lot going on.
Yep.
And then it's really sad because Jay walks up and congratulates Emma on being pregnant.
Well, yeah. We missed the part where when they're talking outside, Jay's the one that runs outside to get them.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, guys, the big guy's going to cornhole that ass with his wiener.
Yeah.
And makes them run back in.
Because she's like, I have to see it.
And Elias is like, well, if he's going to jerk off, I'm going to jerk off.
He does say that.
And Randall's like, I don't think he's going to
jerk off. Yeah.
And then it cuts to him.
Oh, that's not yet, is it? It's when the police show up, I thought. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because someone says, what kind of sick fuck gets turned on watching a guy fuck a donkey?
And it cuts to Elias jerking off in the corner.
Saying, I'm sorry, Jesus.
Crying, saying, I'm sorry, Jesus.
Yeah, it's awful. And
And then she walks in and all
then
that
Jay
happens.
congratulates her on her pregnancy.
Because he overheard the conversation outside but didn't understand it.
And then she says, no, who said that? And then he just goes, some asshole. Because
asshole.
he immediately knows the situation. Then
Yeah.
he's just like, oh, some asshole. Yeesh. And then she slaps Dante or punches him.
Yeah.
She punches him, and then Jay's
As
like,
he's on his knees.
Jay like hands her back the
He
cake and is like,
yells, quick, hit that two-time and fuck with this. And hands the cake back.
Jay is like everyone's best friend.
And she does.
Yeah, she does. It just cracked me up that he's just like, I don't know, I'm not on anyone's side.
Nope.
Not at all.
Chaos.
So then the police arrive and everyone gets arrested.
Yeah.
Because then Kinky Kelly doesn't leave because Kinky Kelly's trying to finish.
Yeah.
When he sees the police pulling up, or the stud, I guess,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I gotta finish.
Because he's been here before. And
Yeah.
Randall still has the racial epithet on the back of his shirt.
Yes. So they
Yeah.
all get arrested.
Yeah.
They all get arrested. And then this is where I really fucking hate Dante.
Yeah.
Because they got arrested and Dante is blaming everything in his life on Randall.
Yeah.
He says that Randall ruined his life.
Yeah.
And then this sexy stud comes out and is like, you can't go to prison for watching interspecies erotica.
Yeah.
You guys will be let go, and the most I'll get is a ticket for animal cruelty or something
Yeah.
like that. I can't remember what it was. And then Randall goes, oh, yeah, because they're still fighting. And then Randall's like, oh, yeah, because I'm the engaged guy who knocked up my boss. Yeah, I ruined your life. You're
And
right.
Jay's like, oh, you knocked up the guys from movies? Ew.
And then Randall's like, no, what?
Jeff Anderson, who plays Randall, literally pops like,
What?
no.
No. And then Dante starts accusing Randall of holding him back.
Yeah, he says, I don't want to do this forever. Says the guy who's been doing this forever.
Who says no one? This is what I don't understand. You are your own person.
Yeah.
You could have gone to college and done all those things solo.
Randall didn't keep you here.
Randall didn't keep you here.
Yeah.
Randall just enjoys hanging out with you, and you're an asshole. So anyway, he says like Randall is basically like 10 years ago, you got all fired up to change your life, and you worked at the convenience store until it burned down. And then they even apparently went to college classes.
Apparently.
Together, and then he says that they dropped out because it doesn't. Randall say something like, "Yeah, you had us taking criminology. What were we going to be, fucking Batman?" Criminology is fascinating, though.
Yeah,
But,
it is.
yeah. And then what does he say? Oh, yeah, he says he misses the convenience store because he got to watch movies, fuck with assholes, and hang out with his best friend all day.
Yeah.
And then Dante's like, I'm going to smooth things over with Emma, and I'm going to start my Randall-free existence.
And something about you can have fun at the you can have fun at the dead end jobs with the next friend's life you ruin.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Next friend whose life you
I
ruin.
will be Randall's best friend.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. I hate Dante so much.
He sucks.
Randall didn't do anything to you,
Yeah.
like at all.
No.
Randall literally paid to have a guy blow a donkey for you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And who called the police? Not fucking Randall. You did.
The most annoying, the offensive thing Randall has ever done to him is annoy him
Yeah.
with his friendship.
I'm sorry I annoyed you with my friendship. Yeah, exactly. He literally is just likes to hang out with him and fuck around.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing. Anyway. So, and then, so basically he breaks Randall's heart, and then Randall is just like, so that's what you see all this time we've spent together. That's weird, man. I thought you were the only guy who got me and had my back. And he says, and all of a sudden you're like moving, and you're like, what do you say? You're throwing,
And you aren't even throwing me away over a life you want.
yeah, you're not even throwing me away for a life you want. You're throwing me over for a life. Basically, you're throwing me over for a life you think other people expect of you.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
Fucking hate Rand. I hate Dante.
And he was like, that's when he says you can just find a new friend to ruin their life.
Yeah.
And he's like, why would anybody want to be a friend with me? I hate everyone and think everything's stupid.
So do I.
Yeah.
You can find friends.
Yeah.
You can find a husband.
There's lots of us. There's dozens of us.
Yeah. Honestly, like some of the surliest people find the nicest people to hang around with.
This is true.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
You're just like kind of like a golden retriever. And I'm,
Okay.
well, because you're so nice and you were very social when we met.
Yeah.
I got that fixed real fast. But then Randall basically, because I don't know, Dante
asks him, well, if you're so fucking smart, what do you think I should do? What would you do in my position?
And then Randall's like, I would buy the Quick Stop and reopen it. And then we can be our own bosses and not work for someone else.
Yeah.
Genius.
Which kind of sparks an idea in Dante's head. He's like,
oh, yeah, I could actually make different decisions for myself.
Yeah.
Because he's an idiot. Freaking idiot.
He said, but why? And then he fucking says, but why would I do that when I'm so close to starting a new life? It's like, that is starting a new life. What the fuck do you mean?
You also, you impregnated your boss. Your
the new life you were going to
fiancé
start with Emma is
gone.
over.
Yeah.
Already.
How would you convince her to stay?
Yeah.
She definitely has at least some inkling that Rosario Dawson's pregnant, because why would Jay say that?
Yeah.
So.
And buying the Quick Stop is starting a new life.
It is.
He's dumb.
He's so dumb. And then he's like, that would cost like $50,000. What?
Yeah.
We've been to the Quick Stop. There's no way it's only worth $50,000 for that building.
Yeah.
It's much more expensive.
Yeah.
It has to be. New Jersey just seems expensive.
Maybe, I guess, if it was burnt down already and it was in 2006, maybe Red Bank wasn't
then.
so. Leonardo actually is where the Quick Stop is. Wasn't so built up.
Maybe.
Because it showed him look across the street and there wasn't that apartment complex.
There was nothing across the
it's
street.
just a field.
So, yeah.
We've been there. Did you say that?
We have been there. Yes. And then Jay and Silent Bob are like, well, we could loan you the money. That's fine.
We got it.
Because they just hang outside all day. And then
two conditions.
We get to hang out anytime we want, and you can't call the police. And then 2, you have to blow each other, and we get to watch, and then you have to go ass to mouth.
Silent Bob's looking at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Silent Bob's just staring at him going, what the fuck? And then he's like, all right, just the first one then.
Has Silent Bob had his talking moment yet?
Yeah, because basically there was like...
He talks once in every movie.
Yeah, he talks once because there
usually says something prophetic.
There was like a pause in their argument where they were like, well, you idiots have anything to say? And Jay was like, say something.
He's like,
this is your moment.
I got nothing.
And he called them useless or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So they are going to open their own business. And then he says... Then Randall's like, can you guys cover your ears for a second? And he tells them, you're my best friend. I love you in a totally heterosexual way. And then
with their ears covered, Jay goes, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And then he says, please, man, don't leave me. And I'm like, you would be so much better off without this fuck. I hate him. And then Dante proposes to Becky through the drive-through window. Cool. And then she climbs out of the drive-through window and into his car and is straddling him. And then he's like, is that a yes? Shut the fuck up. Stop.
He's doing those sex eyes again.
Oh my God. No.
Motherfucker, you are hard to look at.
Yes, don't do that. I hate that face. I feel like you don't do that.
That's good to know.
Or I'm like indoctrinated. I don't know. But like, I hate seeing other men make that face, just literally makes me want to vomit.
Yeah.
It just pure aggression comes out of me. I hate it so much.
I think he's just really bad at it.
Oh, God. And then there's a montage of them fixing up the Quick Stop. They hire Elias to work at the movies part.
Yeah, he's applying, and they're both like pretending they're not.
Randall is pretending like they're not going to
Elias
hire
has
him.
both of his fingers crossed right in front of them.
Randall's so cute. Or like Elias is so cute. And then Randall's like, fine, we'll hire you. And then Elias jumps across the thing and hugs him.
Yeah.
It's adorable. And so everyone's settled into their positions. We're back to Dante just handing cigarettes.
To Walt Flanagan.
Yep, to Walt Flanagan, who we've met.
We did
meet him.
in New Jersey. Yeah.
And then it fades to black and white as we
very
pan.
Nice.
He was nice to me.
To you.
Yeah. And then they're panning back through the Quick Stop, and you get the woman. It's all black and white, and you get the woman going through all the milk expiration dates
from the first
in the back
movie.
of the store.
Yeah.
It's great.
And then the end credits play "Misery" by Soul Asylum.
It's
First
great.
Rated Incorporated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It's still
it
great.
cracks me up.
It's a little dated.
It is dated. There are some jokes that definitely would not fly.
He wouldn't even do them anymore.
No,
There's
I don't
no
think
way.
anyone would do those anymore.
He was trying to be edgy,
You are.
which in 2006 was probably a thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I mean, yeah.
But it's still funny.
It's still
We get
very
past
funny.
that
I
stuff,
think
yeah.
if you take out
It's offensive and
just
hilarious.
that one section,
That little scene, yeah, you can just make a different joke there and still have the scene.
yeah, just make a different joke, a different, even offensive joke, just not
Yeah.
that offensive.
Yep.
So, yeah, and then take
Indeed.
out the R word,
Yeah.
and then you're 2026.
Yeah.
There you go. It's been 20 years.
Yeah. I'm sure Kevin would agree.
Yeah. So, who picked Jason Lee? Because I don't remember.
You did.
Okay.
So it's my turn.
So your turn to pick.
You know what I want to do?
No.
Literally any other Kevin Smith movie.
Fun.
So I'm going to pick. Oh, I'll just pick Kevin Smith,
Oh. Okay then.
the man himself.
Well, I could pick that one, Die Hard.
Well, oh yeah, you could do that. He's
He's
also
in
in Southland Tales.
See, yeah.
I think he's in Daredevil.
I think, I kind of feel like if anyone hasn't watched the first one, I think we should just do the first one.
Oh.
I think we
okay.
should just do Clerks.
That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
I love Clerks. Let's
Sweet,
just do
because we
Clerks.
didn't over-explain the first movie here, so we might as well touch on it next week.
Yeah, let's do Clerks.
Hell
There
yeah.
are great jokes in Clerks that we quote weekly.
Yeah, more than there were in this movie.
Are there?
Maybe not.
No, I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
Somebody out there keep count.
Okay, so we have our selection. That's a wrap for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. If you like the show, leave a review, follow the chain, and join us next week as we link from Clerks 2 to Clerks. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. Chain Link Theater will return.